I guess the red light's blinking, so I guess you're on.
Okay. All right. I guess first thing I should explain to you guys is how these sprinkler heads work. Basically, you have a piece of glass with a liquid in that expands with heat. Now, there's each one has a different color for temperature. This is a red one, which means 155 degree. That's when it'll pop. 155 degrees. Now there's like red is 200, purple's 286, and then there's different colors for different sizes. So basically how it works is just when it gets to 155 degrees, that red liquid will expand, break the glass, and then it will, this plug will allow that plug to come out, and there comes your water. So the only place a fire will happen, if a fire happens right here, the only head that's going to go off is the one that's set off by the heat. It ain't going to set every head off like you see on TV and everything. So basically that's how a head works. If you want to maybe pass one around and look at it and see how it works. But basically this is a basic sprinkler system like we have in every building. You've got your water coming in. Before the water comes in, we have a backflow preventer, double check backflow preventer to prevent any of the ucky sprinkler water from going back into your drinking water. And also we have two shut-off valves. These would be your two main shut-off valves. Then we have another check valve right after. This is another check valve. And on it is a main drain. We have it tagged with main drain. So if you ever have a problem, if somebody busts a head or something, basically you want to shut off one of these two valves, open this main drain. But of course make sure there's no fire. You don't want to shut the water off. Make sure there is no fire before you shut the valve and open the main drain. Also, we have shut-offs outside. So if you can't get to these, or this room's locked or something, we have shut-offs outside the building that will kill the water to the building also. But of course, don't shut no water off unless you know there is not a fire. And basically, then after the water goes through this is called a flow switch. What there's a paddle in there. When the water goes over the paddle, it activates some contacts, and it sends a signal to the fire alarm panel. This first flow switch is the main. What it basically is for, it goes to an outside bell. Anytime there's water flowing, there's a bell outside the building that'll be ringing. So if you're driving by and you hear that bell ringing, you know we have water flow in the building. So you should check it out. And then after that, we have a system. This is a control valve and a flow switch for the system. Each building, we have floors separated by systems. We can't have one system for the whole building. We kind of subdivide them all up for maintenance and for fire. For detecting where the fire is. So when there's a fire, that flow switch. Say the fire comes off in a sprinkler head right here. It'll set off this flow switch first, and then it's going to set off the flow switch on top of that, which will tell the fire alarm panel, hey, you got a fire on the first floor here. And also each one has a control valve, and I have put a sign on each control valve, and there's a sticker saying what it controls. Like that one says ground floor, so that one will control the whole ground floor for this building. Now of course they have a drain, so you could say I'm going to work on this system. I don't want to drain the whole building down. I can shut that control valve, open this drain. I'll just drain this floor. I won't drain the upstairs. I won't do any of that. Each shutoff valve has a tamper switch. Anybody 3 turns. It's for code. If you close this valve 3 turns, it says a troubled alarm to the panel. And these are addressable. They tell you which valve is shut off. So if anybody tries to tamper with any of these valves, they'll go to the panel, and security should know about it. And also we have valve charts and valve tags. So if you see, and there's an address number. So if on the panel it says number 9 main control valve, and then you look for number 9 on the tag, and that's your problem on these. Somebody shut one of these. Also, the control valves for the systems on each floor has a shut-off valve, and they are also tampered. So if somebody shuts it, it sends a signal to the panel. And I mean, that's basically what you have. You're going to have one of these control valves in the stairwells, and to control each floor. Most of the floors are divided up in half, and basically that's what we have. This is basically what's in each building.